Thank you for tuning back in to the RAy Casper Show, starring RAy Casper. Hello, I'm RAy Casper, and if it's your first time turning into the RAy Casper Show, I just want to take this opportunity to ask, well, where the hell you been anyway? I've been here working my ass off, trying to produce and star on a big show, my other show over on the AM. The least you could do is not be so ungrateful and tune in to the RAy Casper Show, starring RAy Casper. I'm RAy Casper. So on this special show, it's gonna be a short little show. We're not gonna do my typical live viewings. What I'm gonna be doing today is, well, I'm gonna be bringing back on a old dear personal friend of mine, Stanley, Tennessee Cobb. And for returning viewers on the AM here, you'll remember that Stanley and I have had a very tumultuous relationship as of late. We served together in the Navy. We were both officers, and we had a little bit of a falling out after we were out for some time, and then I invited him on my show, and we just. I know it was like we couldn't get along with each other. We just didn't see eye to eye on a lot of different things. So I thought, well, I am an older man, and it's time to, let bygones be bygones. And God damn it, I'm gonna let Stanley, Tennessee Cobb back on, and we are going to try to have a quick reunion between the two of us, and we'll see how it goes. I think it'll go great because I need to move along in my life, and Tennessee's an older gentleman, and I know for a fact that he has to get things right with himself, and so I'm stalling here on purpose, I know, because I'm a little anxious about having Stanley on, but I guess it's just better to get it over with, and well, Stanley, Tennessee Cobb, welcome back to the RAy Casper Show. Stanley, hello.
Ray, I appreciate you letting me back on. I appreciate you wanting to make amends with me. I appreciate you reaching out to me, and I think if we put our heads together, we can actually do a really good show together. And I really appreciate you bringing me back on and taking the time to apologize to me.
That's not a problem for me at all, there, Stanley. I do want to apologize. I say some cantankerous things. And I take it out on you sometimes because I've known you for so long, and we go back so far, and I really want to start maybe even having you back as a regular guest on my big show here on the AM, and I'd love to have you tell my listening audience on the AM about some of your growing up and some of your whiskey tales. I waited for you to come out with another video on your channel. You only have the one video, but hopefully we can work together and we can push forward this great old friendship and rekindle our brotherhood. What do you say, Stanley?
Ray, I think that's a plumb good idea. I think we could really do something together. We put our heads together, and I really appreciate you. And you decide to be a big man, and I'm mature enough to take your advice, and I'm mature enough to take your friendship and move in a positive direction with it. Thank you so much, Ray, and I'm really feeling good about our relationship moving forward.
I appreciate it too, and I just, this was going to be just a quick little segment for our viewing audience on the AM to know that you and I have made up, and I think, I've always thought you were a great guy, and we served together, and you served with honor and distinction, and I think, by golly, I think, goddamn it, we're gonna have a great future together. So I'm gonna say goodbye to you right now, Stanley. I hope you have a nice night, and I'll look forward to having you on the next RAy Casper show. Sorry, RAy Casper. I'm RAy Casper.
Well, thank you, Ray. I'm not sure why you keep saying your name over, but that's good enough. I know you got your own way of doing your own show, and I got my way of doing my own show. I thank you again, and I'd like to bid you good night, RAy Casper.
To say good night to you. All right. Thank you so much for tuning into the RAy Casper show. I was just speaking with Stanley, Tennessee Cobb. He has his own channel, which I think I have a link to down in my description. It's Tennessee Cobb Whiskey Tales, and he's just getting started. We want to give Stanley some support. I'm giving him a shout out here on the AM to really get his channel going. And I'm sure, it's late down there in Tennessee, so I'm sure he just got off, and, he had probably had a little bit of rye. He's probably in bed, and just between you and me, that old inbred drunk is probably bathing with his sister right now, but that's just between you and me, an old washed up hillbilly, but, he wants to beg to come back on the show. I'll play nice. What do I give a crap about he says? Yeah, but anyway, so thank you so much.
I'm still here, Casper. I can't believe you. I can't believe I trusted you. I can't believe that I took you back into my confidence, and you pulled something like that back to your old ways.
I didn't say anything, Stanley. I didn't say. There's a lot of feedback on the line here. I didn't say anything. I was just trying to say a special good night to my viewing audience on the AM, and there's so much feedback, I think you might have misheard me. I didn't say anything.
All right, Ray. I'll take your word for it. I got a pretty. My line is pretty scratchy. All right, so good night to you, sir.
Good night to you, Stanley, Tennessee, and let's make sure. Yep, I got it. Okay. Yeah. He's cut off, and he's gone. He's gone for the night. Anyway, between you and I wish he was gone permanently. You know how many times when we were serving together, he had drunk and fell off the flight deck. He's been on the bottle for the past 60 years. And you can't trust him down there with his still and his sister. And oh God, you get a load of that broad he calls a wife, you'd lose your lunch. But I'll still bring it back on because why not? He's good filler topic, as that idiot Andreas would say. So what the hell do I care if I have him on? I can spend a good 5-10 minutes ripping him a new one. Yeah, he doesn't know his ass from a hole in the wall, but good thing for him.
Casper! I knew I heard it. I'm still here. I heard you. I heard you well this time. I'm done. I am done. I am done with you, Casper. You are a foul old fool. You are a foul old bastard. You are a backstabbing. Grimmhauser is so right about you. I cannot believe you. I cannot believe you.
I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything, Sally. I did. Like I said, we have a bad connection there, and you know damn well that you suffer from that hearing dyslexia, and you don't hear too good, so you're not even sure what I said, and there's so much static on the line here, and I don't know how you can hear anything that I'm saying, but I didn't say anything bad about you, and I just want you to know I want you to come back on the show and will be a good friend of mine because I think you're a great guy. So once again, I'm gonna sign out, and good night to you, Stanley Cobb, once and for all.
Casper, I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm gonna give you one last chance. One last chance to act like a civilized individual. You're supposed to be a country gentleman, and I'm gonna take your word for it, and I'm gonna say a good night to you, sir, one last time right now. Good night, and I'm hanging up. And I'm one last chance, Casper. All right. Good night to you, sir.
I know for a fact. Good night to you. Good night to you, Stanley. Stanley Cobb. Stanley, Tennessee Cobb. And over on his channel, you can listen and watch the Tennessee Cobb Whiskey Tales little show that he does, and I know for a fact that he's gone now because he actually, I see the little disconnect here on the Skype phone, and it's I can't hear me. I don't think he can hear me. No, he's gone. I'm just saying, he won't hear this. He has the attention span of a third grader and the education of a second. And he's got the muscle mass of an infant. I'm so glad that he actually clicked off. I can only talk to that retard, an inbred retard, for about 3 or 4 minutes, and my sphincter starts tightening up. I'm not too sure what's the matter with him. I don't know where he went to school, but where he did went to school in a bottle of a barrel of hooches where he went to school, 3 teeth, and he thinks he's looking good, with a corn cob pipe and a pig and a pitchfork, Anyway, so I'm not talking about him. Oh, he's trying to message me here. I'm not gonna answer it. He's pissed. That Stanky Cornhole's pissed. He's blowing up my phone. But after having a bottle of that asshole rye that he makes, that's not all he's blowing up. Ooh, I feel bad for his wife. I'll tell you that right now. He's so pissed. Anyway, enough of him. I'm just gonna put him on mute here. Speaking of mute, Jade, I wish that I wish that wife of his, that buckled Betty of a wife of his, wish he was mute. Yeah, now I'm rambling off about all kind of corn cob this, corn cob that. Anyway. I'd like to thank you for tuning into the RAy Casper Show, starring RAy Casper. And like I said, I did promise Stanky Cornhole, and I'd recommend his little channel. I'll go over to his channel, and it's in the description. It's Tennessee Cobb Whiskey Tales. He only has one show. He's a deadbeat. He has to get his nephew to come over and help him use the computer. And to be perfectly honest, he doesn't even know what YouTube is. He calls it the tubius. That guy's a retard. But whatever. And I guess I should feel bad for him. He's such an asswipe. How can I? But anyway, so once again, thank you for tuning into the RAy Casper Show, starring RAy Casper. I'm RAy Casper, and I can also meet you over there on the idiot Erich Andreas Unexplained, Flying Saucer Boy Show. And I said you can listen to what greatness from RAy Casper really sounds like, because I'm RAy Casper and you're not.